Fairy Tale 335. The viewer comments that are more entertaining than the actual chapter. Let's go ahead and start. And I appreciate everyone's efforts. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with Dr. Bukabu. Personally, I didn't find it a bad chapter. Anyway, I may have been half right in my predictions. Gray and the people dying at the beginning of the chapter could indeed be those mentioned in Levy's letter. We know that either Jet or Droy would be one of them because Levy had wrote My Dear. I think there were more blanks though, and people are not out of danger yet. That would count as a change in history, induced by future Rogue's time travel, and it caused Voltaire to think about killing innocent present Rogue, thus triggering her suicide and unknowingly saving those people. And remember thinking that she only bought 1 minute and that it wasn't going to matter and she died and she didn't get to actually see that, she did anything. Her death and her mother, I just feels pointless. I mean, they died heroes, but I mean, well, I don't know. It's kind of brutal. I mean, I would kind of hope it'd be a little more heroic for the people actually committing themselves to be dead and be the hero. But anyway, just moving on. Appreciate your comments. Okay, Mr. Tutanu 2004. Totally called it. Check my comment. 334 review. Like I said previously, this author is too damn predictable. And that's why I still don't bother to see the whole story so far, since that kind of ruins it for me. Take Naruto, for example. It's hard to predict it, and it's awesome. Perhaps Hiro should take some notes from other manga on how to handle character deaths better, as well as what are supposed to be dramatic moments. I would underline that a lot. That is dramatic moments. That's something a lot of people seem to be missing. It's just these things are not being handled correctly. And not spoil it for the fans like he's been doing. Like cover page, die. I agree with that. I really do appreciate your comment. Kind of Bob 9. If Voltaire actually stays dead, I'll be pleasantly surprised, as no non-evil character has ever died since Simon. But as Neverworld said in his review, if Hero promises to give Dark Foreboding arc, he should be willing to follow all the way through with it. And that would include some character deaths. I agree with that. And also agree with this being a throwaway, too predictable chapter. I had a feeling this was why you're late for your video review. Fear not, for we understand. Voltaire should turn back the sands of time and stop this chapter from coming out. Disappointing. Once I saw the cover page, I could pretty much predict how the chapter would go. I never thought that Gray would stay dead, and he's a main character. I have some hopes for Voltaire, though. I tend to think that she'll come back as well. Maybe Mavis will have them join hands and collectively bring her back with the magic of friendship, LOL. Or Wendy might use the magic to revive her, like she did for Jalal. Okay, Mavis is a major issue here, okay, because ghosts can come back and hang out, right? That's what they can do. So even, I don't know why Simon isn't just roaming around hanging out. So maybe Voltaire, maybe they'll all, even when you die in Fairy Tale, they just come back as a ghost and hang out. But anyway, I like the series. I just, we're in like this holding pattern. That's not a whole lot's going on with it. Okay, and I really do appreciate all your comments, Conley Bob 9. KX Mixer X. I hate to say this, but the only thing that becomes of taking Fairy Tale seriously is disappointment. Well, it isn't, in my opinion. I don't feel that it's me taking it too seriously. It's just boring. Okay? Like I say, even the Mavis character, which I made fun of, okay, to be perfectly honest, I don't mind. Okay? It's the character kind of helps balance out some other issues. You have a different take You have even a history thing, with the first coming back. Or back. Yeah. So I was okay with it. I'm not that serious a fan. It's just boring. I don't like being bored. It was not interesting. That was my problem with it. So that was it. Anyway, this was way more interesting than the actual chapter to me. But if anybody enjoys it, then that's even better. Because we don't all enjoy the same chapter. It's just the way it is. I appreciate everyone's efforts and viewer comments, even on this chapter. I'm surprised, but I really do appreciate it. All right, and we'll see what happens next week. I'm not going to drop this, okay? I'm not going to drop Fairy Tail. Don't worry about it. I'll just stay there with it. I'm not going to. I'll keep reviewing it, and it is fun most of the time. But man, when it's boring, it's boring. But anyway, a thumbs up would be awesome. Anybody can be a Fairy Tail fan. You can subscribe. You can unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.